Hi there, it's Sharon Waxman, the editor-in-chief of TheWrap, coming to you from TheWrap Studio at the Sundance Film Festival 2019. And I'm delighted to welcome the cast and the director of Wolf Hour. Why don't you start by telling us the story of the film?
The story of the film is set in the summer of 1977, which was the summer of Sam and the blackout riots that kind of was the darkest point in New York City's history. And we open up on Naomi's character, June Leigh, who's very clearly a recluse and struggling kind of just to do basic life tasks. And suddenly, out of sort of thin air, someone starts tormenting her through her door intercom 5 flights down. And then we realize very quickly that she's not really capable of getting down there to see who this is. And this unraveling begins.
So it's like a character study of this person.
It's sort of a suspense character study wrapped up in a bit of an apocalypse film.
Now we talk about your character. It sounds fascinating.
Yes, she's an artist who is trying to stay relevant, has lost her relevance, and it's kind of crushed her spirit. And she's made a great case for staying locked up inside. Things don't work for her out there in the world anymore. She hurts people, she hurts herself, and so she's orchestrated her life to work in a comfort zone, or somewhat, and just rely on people when she absolutely has to.
And Jennifer, tell us about your character. Who do you play?
I play an old, very close friend of June's. I play Margot, and the film is, you sort of explore, you get to know June through the people that are allowed into the apartment, that come into her space.
How did you guys work together? Did you talk about the screenplay quite a lot, or did you get to rehearse? I mean, Naomi is wonderful.
We had endless conversations. We talked about how to keep this interesting, despite the fact that we're in the confines of one location. But each of these characters came in and brought something different and sparked something in June. But also, in terms of research, looking at YouTube is always very helpful with things like panic attacks and depression, PTSD. That fantastic documentary, what's it called, where the 7 kids lived inside their house. Wolf, was it?
It was Crystal's film, The Wolf Pack.
The Wolf Pack.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you've seen it. It's an incredible documentary. These kids, this whole family lived inside their house for
New York.
In New York.
I actually spent some time with one of the kids while I was writing too.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
They never left their 2 or 3 bedroom apartment, and there's 6 boys,
Yeah,
right?
they live a few blocks from where I was living.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty well.
Is there any relation between Wolf Hour and Wolf Pack?
Other than I just know Crystal, the director, really well, and I was writing the script before her movie came out. We were laughing at the title was so similar.
It's pretty interesting.
Kind of was curious.
Yeah.
So similar. Just a coincidence.
What kinds of movies are you looking for at this stage? And I just interviewed you 3 seconds ago for the other film you have here, so you're working a lot. What are you looking for?
It's never something that I can explain in a linear way. It's really how I'm feeling at the time, what jumps off the page to me. Obviously, I think film is a director's medium, and you really have to throw yourself into the trust of the director's vision. So that's probably, if a really fancy director that comes with a huge body of work, I'm going to read that script that night. If it's someone I'm not familiar with, it might take a little while, or a few more days. I don't know. I try to be as quick as possible. But
I was very lucky.
But it's really, and it comes with recommendation, whether it's your agent or somebody. But it's just what lifts off the page to you. And sometimes you don't, it's not even a conscious thing. It occurs to you why you're doing it later on. There's always a lesson. There's always something that contributes to the growth of, who you are as a person.
Do you feel like there's a lot of material out there right now for women?
I think it's better.
It's better.
It's definitely moving in a better direction. I mean, the opening film of the festival was a gender swap, 2 female roles that was originally 2 lead male roles. So I'm seeing adjustments as we speak, and hopefully still room for improvement, don't you think?
Yes, but I do notice it even as an audience member. I've noticed I'm seeing so many more stories that are showing are about women and complicated women, and so it is getting better.